City boss Pep Guardiola said his side played well at the City ground despite drawing against Nottingham Forest 1-1. Graham Potter said it's a step back, with Chelsea losing again at Stamford Bridge 1-0 against Southampton. Jurgen Klopp described Liverpool's win against Newcastle as massive, and Spurs could return to the top four with a win over West Ham on Sunday afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. This is another edition of Premier League news. We'll be going through all of the results from Saturday from the Premier League and looking forward to the two fixtures Sunday afternoon. Another very eventful day in the Premier League on Saturday afternoon. Arsenal travelled to Villa Park to play Aston Villa, beating them 4-2. They are now top of the Premier League table. Brentford 1, Crystal Palace 1, Brighton 0, Fulham 1. Chelsea 0, Southampton 1. Everton beat Leeds 1-0 at Goodison Park. Nottingham Forest drew 1-1 against the champions Manchester City at the City Ground. Wolves 0, Bournemouth 1. And then Liverpool travelled to St James's Park and beat Newcastle United 2-0. Now, after Liverpool's win at St James's Park, they are now up to 8th in the Premier League table. They have 35 points from 22 matches. They are now just 6 points away from the top four. Jurgen Klopp, after the game, described the performance and the result as massive.
Jurgen, how big a win is that for your season?
Massive. So we are not in a position, I don't think we are in a position now where we can have a big mouth and say, so now we are here and go again. It's obvious that we are in a better place than we were a couple of weeks ago, but there's still space for improvement, and we have to show consistency. So next game, Real Madrid, different competition, nothing to do with the game today. We have to recover and then go for that, and after that it's Crystal Palace. So Palace is a tough place to go as well, so we have to keep going. So when you are in the position we are in, there's no alternative to consistency to get out of it, and result-wise that was definitely good for consistency, and performance-wise were a lot of good stuff and areas where we can improve.
Now, up until yesterday, Manchester City was sitting top of the Premier League. They are now second after Arsenal beat Aston Villa 4-2 at Villa Park. Now, Manchester City drew 1-1 at the City Ground on Saturday afternoon. And after the game, Pep Guardiola stated, despite the draw, Manchester City played well.
Congratulations for Nottingham for the point they got. And it was a brilliant performance. We played really good. We didn't score. So in that level, you had to score, and we didn't do it. We could defend better, with more energy. But the way we played was brilliant. It's sad, disappointing, but the way we played was really, really good. So, but we missed the chances that we missed. It's because today was not the day to win the game.
Does that undo?
On Saturday afternoon, Chelsea lost for an 8th time out of 23 matches so far this Premier League campaign. They remain mid-table in 10th spot. They have 31 points. They are now 10 points away from the top four. They lost again against Southampton, who, of course, are managerless at the moment. And Graham Potter described this result as a step back.
Probably not a great performance. It looked to me like a bit of a step backwards even from Dortmund. I just wondered firstly what your assessment is on that.
Yeah, I think it was certainly in the first half. It was a below par performance in the first half. Returning from the Champions League, and we had to make some changes, so you lose a bit of fluidity, you lose a bit of cohesion. But our performance wasn't what we wanted in the first half, and I take as much responsibility as anybody in that. I thought the response second half was good, and I thought we deserved a goal. We created enough chances, or a good enough chances to score. After a 1-0 defeat at home, any criticism you get is understandable. I think we've had a tough period, and I think we've had lots of challenges in terms of integrating young players into the Premier League. Whilst results don't go your way, then it can be tough. That's how it is. My job is to help the team keep working through a tough period, we've had to make some changes today. So, in the truth is, we took a step back in our performance in the first half. The response in the second half was good, but it wasn't good enough.
2 Premier League games will take place Sunday afternoon. Manchester United will host Leicester City. Manchester United are currently third in the Premier League table. They have 46 points from 23 matches. They are 8 points away from league leaders Arsenal and 6 points away from rivals and second place Manchester City. Meanwhile, Leicester City are 14th in the table. They have 24 points from 22 matches. They are just 4 points away from the relegation zone. But of course, their last result, they beat Tottenham Hotspur at the King Power Stadium 4-1 last weekend. Spurs will host West Ham United at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Sunday afternoon, 4:30pm kickoff. This is a chance for Tottenham to go back into the top 4. They will overtake Newcastle United. They have 41 points from 23 matches. Spurs currently have 39 points from 23 matches, so they could go forth with a win. West Ham, meanwhile, are sat now in the relegation zone after Saturday's results. They have 20 points from 22 matches. They are just 2 points away from bottom place Southampton. They have 18 points from 23 matches. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit the subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you on the next one.